that's his name. Heard him say, are you shitting me? Lord, and I be just the same. He speaks his mind about that asinine asshole in our house. Yeah, John Beautiful, he likes to call it out. Yes, he does. Well, there's a blue dot down in Texas, that Texas Avenue. There's a blue dot family in the USA and all over this world. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
How y'all doing, family? It is Tuesday, baby. We're moving right into the week. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I am happy you all are here. Anyway, no mail today, nothing like that. So just the news and in our normal meeting here. We're going to see a lot of excitement later on this week, and I believe tonight. We don't even know. Going to see what happens in the house tonight. Anyway, the remixtress came in and joined us, so we're all happy about that. Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dean, you're headed to Cocoa Beach next week. Baby, I hope it warms up for you. We send you a little of this heat down here, sweetie. I don't want to get cold. Our Dina Michaels here, W. Marie, Larry Ian, and JWB 52Z is in the Curvin. Rant and Randy is with us. Thank you, my friend. Tim Kinnan, Linda Taylor Gallup, thank you, baby, for being here. Rice and Andre Jackson, I'm sorry. Let me catch up here. Ardina Michael, Diana Mallory, Quinn Van Wyke, Martha Oliver, Carol Gibbons, Manuel Villicana. Woo. It pains me to speak to you this evening. There are many things going on our land, across our country, but that has nothing to do with it. It pains me. I went outside to go get Vicky. She's got a little part of the yard over there. We put her in and let her run around and get some of that energy out of her. And I went over to get her with the leash in hand and opened that gate. And she's all happy to see me and everything. And I bent down to put the leash on at about the same time she jumped up, her head in. I heard my teeth slam together. And unfortunately, my tongue was between them. So I bit down on my tongue really, really bad on my right-hand side over here. And so if I stop and pause every little while, it's because it's even hard. It's swelled up.
And Dad doesn't believe in the idea of resting and taking a day off. So this is
day. Hello, Tammy Ames. I'm glad to see you out there. Teresa Diggum. Jan Beats is with us too. So I appreciate that. Well, what's going on this week, baby? Well, nothing. Got some executive orders. We signed up again today, saving the world again. That's what Joe Biden's doing. He signed some executive orders today. And I noticed the comment he made to the reporters was that he was not making law. He was getting rid of bad policy. The Republicans are all up in arms about the executive orders that he's signing. And he signed one on immigration today. Kind of really upset him. Anyway, tonight, the title of the show today, I put down the elephant versus the cucumber. The elephant and the cucumber are going to have a fight tonight. We're going to see who wins. Conversation, I guess, with Marjorie Taylor Greene, a.k.a. the cucumber lady, the crazy lady. And, it's been demanded that she be removed from her committee seats, especially the education. This is just not working out with her. There's been a stand made, evidently, on this issue. And this little fight within the GOP, the impeachment trial coming up in the Senate next week. We'll have that to look forward to. But this, Mitch McConnell has already said that she is a cancer growing within the Republican Party. Kind of lays it out there. But Donnie likes her. So that's the problem that the Republican Party has. So is it Marjorie Taylor Greene and the cucumbers and the right-wing nut jobs that have recently got elected into office in the House? Or is it going to be the standard bearer Republican Party trying to take back their platform from the crazy? We're going to find out a little bit more. It's going to go in. We did get a little peek into what the briefs are. Briefs were due today. That's going into the trial. And this is really harder than what I thought it was going to be. The Democrats, of course, are coming out with their brief and I think have a very strong argument that Donnie incited an insurrection within our Capitol. They have proof. They have a lot of proof. And the Republicans are going to come in and argue that it's unconstitutional to have this trial because he is no longer a sitting president, which I think most people in this country and most legal scholars will argue that there is precedent, and it is the only thing you can do. The man was impeached. After impeachment, you have a trial. That's the way things work. That's the way the Constitution lays it out. And it says they shall. It doesn't say, well, maybe if you want to. They shall take up the case. So I don't know where the argument goes with unconstitutional. They're not facing the charges. The charge is insurrection, conspiracy or inciting an insurrection. The argument that you're going to stand out there and say it's unconstitutional to have this discussion is not going to hold water. You're still going to have to answer for what he has done. And so I don't think the Republicans, but what do I know? And I don't know much. Is the reason they're doing that is because they already have 45 senators that voted that they didn't feel it was constitutional. So they already have an edge up. That's what they're, way. Nobody, huh?
No, I'm going to update the Discord here in a second. Great. Now I'm going out in 1 year. Just to let you know, though, we got a lot of people saying that they're having streaming issues. Like, I'm going to...
Are they?
Yeah, because we got...
We are having some... That's how come we were late a little while ago. We tried to start the show, test on our internet, and our internet is sucking tonight, along with my tongue.
Yeah, we should have had a conversation about that. I forgot your tongue was in that bad a shape.
Oh,
I
man. Before we get any further, and before we lose our stream, I want to call out El Caxi I hope I'm saying that right. El Caxi 1971 donated
20 Danish crowns
through Super Chat and said, John, is Beer and Bud Tuesday okay with you? Only if you share, buddy. Puff, puff, pass. Let's go. It's got a long way from Denmark, buddy. It's going to have a lot of, and make it a big one because look how many hands are going to, shit, yeah, crank it up, brother. Nowadays, every day is Beer and Bud.
Yeah,
Monday,
everybody's
Tuesday.
saying buffering, lagging.
Buffering and lagging. Mm-hmm. We are really going to have some trouble. I don't want to take up your time. Lagging so bad. Yes, I'm seeing that. Yep, very bad. Buffering bad. Yeah, that's what we're going to get tonight. Sailor Chick, thank you very much. Great, Thornton.
What we can do is just try to call them. And then try to come back later. But then again...
Tongue's fine.
Yeah, bullshit.
If there's somebody here else to talk, well, then I cut down on my talking. But
well, here, we'll see. Discord's telling me I got a bad connection, so let me see if I can bring in one caller. Here, we'll try
it just heard Steven take a sip, but it feels better after you do. TW, get through your tongue. TW? Lighten up, brother, but I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh, man, come on.
Oh, shut up. I got you.
We're doing fine. I've done the same thing you did. Mark has done the same thing to me.
Man, yeah. She's a big pit bull, come up there with all her strength, just slammed my jaw shut.
Yeah.
This is the second time in my life I have bit through my tongue. The first time was electricity. Woo! Woo, baby, that was a rough.
To my side, your Discord's coming into your internet.
Yeah, my internet is
if
not.
you're streaming.
Travis is going to go. If I have to, we'll shut down. And hey.
Hey,
There you
Travis,
go.
I'd say get up on the antenna
Travis just
and
walked
put your
out.
hand in.
No, one of our Blue Dot, Melody Cool. What a name, Melody Cool. Got an idea, and I thought, hey, that might not be a bad idea. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what did she suggest, John? Well, it involves a glass.
Yeah, what'd you suggest, John?
Yeah, maybe a little shot of whiskey might help that. I don't know.
Ooh, that might burn a little bit.
Antiseptic,
It will
my
kill
friend.
the infection.
That's right.
It
We don't
will
want to
kill
get
the
infected in there. I can smell it.
Now,
All right.
everybody here, count to 3 because John's
I
gonna
can
go.
smell it.
Holy shit!
I can smell it. I can taste it.
Well, I guarantee you don't feel your tongue anymore.
I can smell it and I can taste it. Means I don't have COVID. So there you go.
There
I
you
should
go.
have done that. I just went for a little taste, and you don't do that with good whiskey. You drink it.
Yeah, everybody in chat saying that the audio is repeating really bad. Going in and out really bad. Screen locking up. Freeze framing.
Oh man.
I mean,
Woo! That. I'm telling you. That is some powerful
it kills
whiskey.
the infection, you know.
Yeah, I don't feel infected, and I don't think I have COVID because I smelled it, I tasted it, everything works. So test yourself daily. Make sure you don't have it. Well, TW, shit. I don't know if we're going to have a show or not, brother. This is going to, everybody's saying we're breaking up. Audio is good, video is jerky.
Let me go over to the video and see. Hold on, because
Let me see what I'm looking at. Damn.
we're looking at a handsome devil there.
That's what? You know, handsome fucking devil
Yeah?
here, buddy. Yeah.
You're buffering just a hair, but that's just my internet when it's trying to do two things at once. So hold on.
Yeah, it's us. I think it's us. It's my internet. We tried to do
well,
do
it says
something.
here over 80% podcasted over the last 17
Yeah, it's a little
minutes.
jerky, but not too bad.
Robert, are you doing something
not
on my
bad.
internet, bub?
Yeah, it's your audio is fine. You're just a little lag time on the video. That's
Yeah,
all.
you're just a lag time on a video, but
Well,
your audio is
shit.
fine.
In other words, I sound all right, but I don't look pretty.
Ah, no, you look dirty.
You look
Do I look
pretty.
pretty?
You're just kind of in
I'm
slow
coming at
motion.
you. I'm in slow motion. The Matrix.
My YouTube's just got a circle going round and round. I got to refresh it.
Shit. Hello, Sparky.
I couldn't hear you, so I come on here.
Man, I bit right through the side of my tongue today, dude.
Ouch.
Yeah, it still is ouching every damn time I can.
Well,
talk.
you won't do that again.
Nope, won't gonna do that again. No, I'm not. She's a bouncy little thing, man. When I go out to get her, she's all excited. She wants to go. She's bouncing up and down. I swear, that little dog is powerful. But she went up as I went down, and man, I heard the teeth clack.
Yeah, the bourbon didn't give it that numbing feeling.
I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it. Well, what do y'all think? What do y'all think's going to happen tonight, Kevin McCarthy? You think he's going to have a talk with Cucumber?
I
What do you think they're going to
they're
do
gonna go in and
Yeah,
Is he
I think
they're gonna,
supposed
they're
to?
gonna go in and just look at each other.
they're gonna
Tonight?
sit there and
Yeah, tonight's the night that Kevin McCarthy's supposed to have a conversation with her. Have a little.
they'll do
have a
shots of tequila.
little candlelight, maybe a rose there, a little wine.
Couple
Oh,
glasses
it
of
could be-
wine, you know.
Have a conversation.
be a
Sit down,
fly
let's
on the
have-
wall.
Yeah, wouldn't you? How that conversation is going to go, because I don't know what the hell they're going to do. This is, the way I'm looking at this is going to be the battle that we're going to watch on the sideline here between the conservative part of the party and QAnon cucumbers. that have rode onto the scene on their little sparkle ponies, depending that they're going to take over the Republican Party. Matt Gaetz and all this shit. And that lady out, much of them.
That lady in Colorado is under investigation.
You know, as well she should be. What are they investigating her ass for?
Inciting an insurrection in the Capitol building.
Well, good, because I know about 140 some odd other congressmen that need to be right there next to her, including mine, Michael Cloud, District 27, Texas, the little coward, Ted Cruz, my senator, who is trying to backpedal and saying that he wasn't. They're desperate. This is just bullshit.
Yeah.
But you can tell who is still on the string. Lindsey Graham. They asked her. Oh, he's just still on the leash. They asked her about the QAnon lady today, and his response was, well, I have to see the evidence. I don't know if what we're looking at here has been invented by somebody else, and we have to look into it. Are you shitting? The world has already seen her videos, her comments.
Somebody needs to walk up and slap Lindsey Graham. I swear.
Yeah, where's the... he needs several of them every day. Yes, he's still on the leash. He's on Donnie's leash. That's what this is coming down to. It is a fight between the Republican Party as it was pre-Trump, which Mitch McConnell is fighting for, Liz Cheney, people like that.
Yeah.
It's
PT
and Trump.
And then AT.
And Donnie the little dictator. This is the fight.
Yep.
Who's going to win the Republican Party? Is it going to be a Republican Party, or is it going to be a bunch of Trumpanzees? I'm thinking it's probably going to be the Trumpanzees, because the reasonable voices.
I read that Mitch said he wouldn't have gone along with it if he knew it was going to be a coup.
He'd have gone along with it.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I was duped into it. I was tricked. I wouldn't have gone along with it had I known.
I was just there for the rally, and I got caught up in the moment. Yeah, I don't give a shit what your excuse is. Pack it up. Right. Every one of them need to be held account. This trial is about Trump. This is about this disgusting piece of shit of a man who, from the first race in 2016, when he was saying if he didn't win, it was going to be rigged, and he kept that story going all the way until he lost, and then says, see, I told you. It's ridiculous, but he's had a lot of people carrying his water for him. And those are the ones that really...
Yeah, and Lindsey Graham's carrying his water and his ball bag.
Lord. Lindsey Graham is carrying Donnie's balls for him.
I can't believe, he must have some real serious dirt on Lindsey Graham. Because look at how Lindsey Graham has flipped on it.
They all do. I mean, I think that Donnie has got dirt on so many of them. It has to be. Look at Ted Cruz, too. Ted Cruz ain't no better. Ted Cruz is worse. He stood up and objected to the vote. He didn't want the people's vote to be counted. Ted Cruz was willing to throw this country in the toilet because maybe died on the show or something. The Apprentice. Give him a good position.
No, it's the new reality show called Donnie's This Refrigerator.
That's what we have in him. Is a reality show the whole time. He was nothing but chaos and confusion, and let's just burn the place down, and they'll be too worried about putting the fire out to notice how much money they were stealing.
Have they been calling him to resign yet? I mean, what's the gig? Yeah,
all over the place. Yes. Are you shitting me? There's billboards out there calling for him to resign. You drive down the highway, you see his face up there that just says resign. Ted. I tweet to him every morning, because every morning, for the last few days especially, like generic post about some generic subject, trying to make himself relevant. And I don't give a shit what he tweets out. I just keep answering him. You coward little son of a bitch. You should resign, But I know. Same way with Michael Cloud.
Coward, you need to resign?
Every morning, I'm sitting there having my coffee. I go to Twitter and I look up Michael Cloud, my congressman. And he, since January 9th, his last post on Twitter was follow me to Parler. And he hasn't been seen since. So I tweet to him every morning from Twitter. You can't face your constituents on Twitter. What a coward little man you are. Yes. Are you? I asked him, are you still planning? Are you planning more insurgencies with your little buddies over in Parler? I ask him also. I tweet to him every morning. I don't know if he's reading them. I hope, but he won't come back. Michael Cloud is a little coward. He cannot face Twitter. If you can't face Twitter, my God, man, what are you doing being a congressman? You call yourself a freaking leader? Kiss my ass. You're not a leader. You're a little coward trying to hide. That's all he's doing.
President that wants so bad to get on Twitter right now because he can't deal with it.
My boss ain't on Twitter, so I quit too. He's a little weenie. He got swept in with this Trump shit. Disgusting. To have a man like that openly. The ignorance of him vote. On what grounds, Michael Cloud? On what grounds? Because somebody saying, people are saying that guy was born of his mother and an. So
yeah, it is.
Look it up, Michael. Donnie's a result of a orangutan in his mama, I guess. That's what I heard on the internet.
That monkey man on Enquirer, that guy.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the horns?
Yeah, on the cover of the Enquirer magazine.
Inquiring minds want to know, though,
Right? I mean, remember the Bat
Yes.
Boy? Remember all those crazy magazines?
Hillary had an alien baby. Talking about here, it's the cucumber lady, except more advanced nowadays. She's getting her intel straight off of the National Enquirer. Yep.
Yeah,
there's lasers, Jewish lasers coming from the sky. Fire down here. I heard it on the internet.
And I'll bet you she didn't think
I saw one a couple of years ago make a fire up behind my house.
It was. Was it blue? Yeah. Rest of us call that
was
shit
it a
lightning.
blue laser?
It had to be a laser. What else could it be? It's all in them.
I thought lasers were red.
Yeah, they got them in all colors: red, green, blue. Yeah.
Oh, it's
all,
the mighty stars.
All the lasers I ever used in construction were red.
Red. Yeah. All my leveling devices all had a red laser. There you go.
I like the meme I saw of the Death Star of David shooting a laser beam down on the planet. Death Star of David, the Jewish laser beam strikes.
There is a meme with the Bernie inauguration deal with the mittens.
Right.
He's got a meme with Bernie,
right,
and he's got one of those Jewish candelabra things.
Right.
He's
the menorah.
Firing a laser.
With the menorah. Yeah. We get a laugh out of it because you think to yourself, now come on, lady, are you ridiculous? No, she's not. She is playing the part that is being demanded by the people around her. Donnie came in and created this this chaos and convinces everybody that fake news, don't believe anything you see or hear, is not happening, whatever. But for anybody to jump in, and the lady did. She recognized it in her district, a bunch of rednecks out there just like you to shoot shit. That's all. Yep. That's what got her elected. If you go back and look at her involved a weapon, she'd pull out an AR-15 and shoot so would just blow up. And she'd go she'd shoot the word immigration, it'd blow up. She is a bigoted little brat who plays on it's the same thing Trump does. He just plays on what's there. The hate is there, just dig onto it.
Vic episode?
Huh?
The last one? The Ticked Off Vic episode?
What is that?
Ticked Off Vic.
Ticked Off Vic?
Pissed off Vic.
Yeah.
Pissed off Vic.
He goes, I'm telling you right now, he goes, that woman's nuts. She needs a straitjacket.
Oh, is that guy from Brooklyn?
And you can tell you, I'm going to tell you nuts.
Yeah, I've seen him before. That guy's good. I like him. He's constantly pissed off.
I love it when nutty people can call other people nuts and say, you know what, I'm nuts, but that lady's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen nuts
I may
before.
be insane, but she's really insane.
She is off the pale, man. I mean, just, at what point does she have, I don't know how she has the courage to walk on the Congress, on the floor of Congress.
Is he going to go in there and just sing a yaw to her or what?
So what's the resolution? He's going to tell her she has to step down or what?
Well, brought to the floor of the House will be to remove her from her committees.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what the Democrats will do.
Expulsion, isn't
if
it?
he does not remove
Which is the equivalent of being neutered.
Right. If she's taken off all the committees, it's what they did to Steve King, the racist little jerk from Iowa. that stayed forever, and he was just outright right with his racist language, and they finally got rid of him, and then he lost his seat. They need to do the same damn thing with the Cucumber Lady, is to remove her from any cabinet, any committees, which makes her basically irrelevant. Yeah, just go to your office and sit there and play tic-tac-toe all day. We don't give a shit. Just stay the hell out of the way, is what it is. I think she should be expelled from Congress myself.
Oh, for sure.
She has crossed the line way far.
Yeah.
Than what we should allow. You know, and then you throw in the idea that she wants to pack iron on the floor. She does. She doubt about it. That's why we do it down home.
Yeah.
I don't think so, lady.
Go out there and we'll go out there like a sheriff and a gunslinger.
Yeah, they want to go out there like, I don't know, Dukes of Hazzard or some shit. We're just good old boys. No, you're assholes. Catman.
If they kick her off the committee, she'll probably go to doing the the 1-minute speeches.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, into an empty house. Yeah, she'll be recording that on C-SPAN so everybody can see it. When you become irrelevant,
she will have a recording of it so she can share it on YouTube.
I always said that mask that's just censored that she wears should go over her entire face.
Yeah, well, I think they ought to put it over her face, but put a rubber ball in her mouth and then put it on her face. Anyway, Catman 56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, donated $3 and said, salt heavy water into your mouth, let your tongue rest in it, and then wait and spit it out. An old grandma fix. Me and you had the same grandma, Keith, because that's what and after the show, that's exactly what I'm going to do is go get some warm, salty water and just let it hang over there on the side and let it do its job. Yes, I've used salty water before. Travis over there will gag out the mush. He ain't doing
I can't do salt water. I wish I could because I know that's the cure-all, but I literally can't.
I'm a seaman. I'm a sailor. I live on salt water. Anyway, Tim.
Hey, how about that? How about that saltwater car? Huh? Isn't that something?
Salt water. Oh yeah, the one that runs on salt water.
Hey, the car in Germany that runs on salt water goes 176 miles an hour.
I'm sorry. Right? I'm sorry to hear about that guy's soon-to-be demise.
What do they do with the salt?
Plans burned up. We don't know what happened to that idea.
Well, it runs on electrolyte fluids.
Yes,
it's electrolyte fluid.
Perfect sense. That's what's salt water. Salt. It is. That's what's inside your battery. Sulfuric acid, which is conductive. It makes electricity inside your battery. Same concept.
I know that salt water conducts.
Yes. Yeah.
We did that experiment in chemistry class when I was in high school.
Is it the one where you stand in a fresh water and then get shocked, and then you stand in the salt water one and they hook you up and shock you?
No.
The
guy had my chemistry teacher had a tray with these two probes.
Oh yeah.
Probes.
Yeah.
Okay. They're hooked up to a 12-volt or something system. I forget what they were.
Right.
But they're sitting on either end of the tray of the water, and when you add salt to it, reaction and it transfers the current.
Yeah. It increases the conductivity of the water. The salt makes it more easy for the electricity to be conducted through water.
That's why I became an electrician.
Me too. You know what it was? Well, my dad was electronics tech, and I grew up building Radio Shack toys when I was young. It was the simple explanation of electricity that got me. And I said, hey, wait a minute. A marble? And that's what got me. This guy once told me that electricity, you can think of it as a water hose full of marbles. If you put a marble in one end, a marble pops out the other end.
The other end.
That's right. That is the theory of electricity. The molecules inside the wire, if you introduce more molecules, well, some more marbles into the wire, so it just moves right on down the line. You think of that at a very high rate of speed. You come up with how electricity moves. Anyway, Tim Torkelson donated. We're getting into the science part of the show. Tim Torkelson donated $5.
That's what made you intelligent, John. You learned that theory.
You learned that shit, yeah.
First theory
yeah.
of electricity.
That's the first time I've been through my tongue. I learned don't put your fucking fingers on 220. It'll bite you. Yeah, that'll reach out and grab your ass. It doesn't want to let you go either.
I learned that hundreds of times.
Oh, man. I have been bit so many times, but, man, one time I really got bad, and I bit completely through my tongue, threw me across the floor. Blood is gushing from my mouth. My wife is sitting there screaming out her lungs. It was quite an experience. Tim Torkelson donated $5 through Super Chat and said, lasers are red and lasers are green. Trump is the orangest man I've seen. Phil, fuck him and Pence and fuck Pence and the Pence. Fuck him and the Pence he wrote in on. Go Joe, bring on the stimulus. I love Tim Torkelson.
Oh, yeah.
This guy always.
That was funny, man. That was
lasers
funny.
are red, lasers are green. Trump is the orangest eye man never seen. I love it. Karen Van Wyck donated $5 to Super Chat and said, good news. Good news. No cancer. It is a cyst. News is they said no caffeine, so I have to cut down to 3. 3? What the fuck? 3?
God. Jeez, I live on coffee, man. I drink it all day.
Pissed off when I run out of coffee. I got my coffee. My pot's empty by 10. I got to make the only one up.
Yep. Up on coffee.
Did you?
Tim Torkel, that's back going on. What does everybody think about that BS?
What BS?
The stimulus Biden's trying to do with bipartisan with the Republicans.
Ain't no
He's
bipartisan.
trying to get that through there, and everything's going to be lowered a little bit here.
No, that's what the Republicans want. Meeting with their $600 billion offer and said, hey, look, we can make a deal here. Everybody gets $1,000 instead of $1,400. The amounts that people qualify for will save some more money right there. And Biden told them, see ya. Biden is holding firm on his $1.9 trillion package. And I think the Democrats are in great shape. I think if they won't get, they'll do it through the Budgetary Committee. There
was a vote, wasn't there? Wasn't there a vote like 50 to 49 or something like that? Didn't they just have a vote? Like
today?
I don't know. They talked
saw a
about
vote
it today.
I thought I saw a vote 50 to 49, and that Republicans all voted against it.
I expect the Republicans will piss on them.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I'm not. These people don't want to negotiate. They come up with a $600 billion offer against the $1.9 trillion. Are you shitting me? Come on, man.
They want more for the rich.
Yes. Remember that tax cut that Trump did was $2.3 million. That's what it cost us. So don't come here whining about $1 trillion is for the people. Hello, Johnny Fly. I heard you.
Hi there. I'm doing great. We got belted with snow last night, and I survived it.
I heard there's a blizzard up north.
I think you needed to stand outside a little longer, Johnny.
What do you want me to do? Get buried? But anyway, what I was going to say is somebody, I don't know if it was on one of the talk shows on Sunday or whatever, they said, you know what, the Democrats are in charge now. They had to take advantage of it, just like the Republicans did, because the Republicans would do the same thing to us if it was reversed.
The Republicans have been doing this to us.
Yes.
Every year for the last 12 years.
I don't want to play nice. I don't want to sit here because right now the only defense they have is, well, I thought y'all wanted unity. Oh, kiss my ass! Don't come up here.
Is that why you attacked the United States?
That's why we had its unity.
Right? Is that why you attacked
unity
your own country?
Yeah, until after Joe Biden was sworn in. You were still hoping on it for the day he would on that QAnon shit, the cucumber shit. They thought on the day of the inauguration that the U.S. would and arrest everybody there.
Now what is it they're thinking now? They're thinking
March 4th. What the hell goes on March 4th?
John, I've been reading a lot about the information that's coming out on the inside of this whole coup thing. You know, there's a lot of inside people that were involved.
Yes. And every one of them needs to be held accountable, including
when this trial takes off, they're going to bring all this evidence out and they're going to show it to the world.
Yeah.
The Republican representatives that gave tours of the Capitol the day before for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That was.
Well, you know, when they bring all this evidence out, I mean, I cannot understand how any Republican would still want to vote to acquit Trump. I mean, give me a break. The only thing I can think of is that they're all corrupt. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's with the exception of what? Mitt Romney.
Well, Johnny, look, Johnny Fly, they all took a couple $1 million and they look at it like, at least I got a couple $1 million and, you know, who cares? That's their perspective on
well,
this
that's
thing.
what I'm saying. There's no integrity anymore. That's
No,
I mean,
are
what
you
the
shitting
hell
me? No,
happened?
the Republican Party threw integrity out the window once they nominated this man. When they allowed this man into their party, every bit of integrity they ever had, every claim of their moral superiority went out the freaking window. Every argument, the Republican Party, their fiscal responsibility, all that shit, they betrayed
But you
every
know what,
one of the
John?
platforms they've ever run
It's
on.
the Trumpanzee sect now.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
the thing is that Trump is out of office and he's out in disgrace, and he
I am
still
so
has an
sorry for the
influence on people.
buffering.
What the fuck is this?
No, he's
No?
still trying.
The Russians are giving him information on all these people.
See,
Well,
I
he's
would
having a
not-
meeting.
Yeah, because I swear, it's one of those things. What is that? Bill Maher says it's things that you believe but you can't prove, but you know it's true.
You know,
Lindsey,
see it.
when he made his trip to
Russia.
to Moscow, he came back a changed man. He was
came
after
back a
that
whipped
trip.
puppy.
He came back all on board, drank every bit of Kool-Aid there was, lapped up everything on Donnie's butt, and got to work. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
getting.
he came.
He came back with a pocket full of bribe money, is
he
what
came-
happened.
He came. He
oh,
came back
shit.
born again. He's born again now.
You know, they bribe these
Born
people
again.
off with, you know,
Lindsey
a
seems
couple
to get
$1 million.
born again. He
They're
flip
like, hey, if we
so
give you
much.
30 million, you know, if somebody throws $30 million at you and says, this is more money you're ever going to make in your entire life,
Yeah.
and all you have to do is play ball with us.
Lindsey Graham.
Batter up.
Is Lindsey Graham.
And that's what's
Yeah.
going on with these people, period.
See, for me personally, maybe I'm one of these old-fashioned people like John here, you know. But
Hey,
we
hey,
were
who you
raised to
calling
be
old?
have integrity now, you know.
Look at it.
Right's right
Young
and wrong is wrong, and there's a difference.
Well, I remember growing up, and you'd hear people that would say, "That's just not right." Well, yeah, that's not right.
Well, I think I, like a lot of
Supposed
people,
to be. It's
were
supposed
raised.
to be. We're against foreign and domestic. You know, that's their oath they take. Foreign country to ruin your domestic problem. There's a problem.
Well, I grew up taking oaths for everything: Cub Scout oath, Boy Scout oath, the
Me too.
military oath. Yeah, you it doesn't make you a perfect person. It doesn't mean that, like George Washington, you've never told a lie. Nobody is perfect. You stumble. The difference being that is when you come to that major section is facing you that goes beyond your belief system.
Your values.
Your core values. This is what you deeply. What do you do? Do you stand for the values you have, or do you just mumble aside and just,
Yeah.
I'll join the crowd here over here? No.
Yeah.
There's certain. I've been married twice, so during my first wife, yeah, honey, I'm coming home real soon. I'll be right there. Yeah, I ain't coming home. It's going to be a long time before I do. There's always bullshit you live through in life. Little things, sometimes big things. Country. When it comes to the democracy that we hold dear, this society that we built,
Yep.
you come to a realization that our whole society is based on the benefit of all of us. When all of us benefit from our society gets better. If the tide is tilted to one side and only the wealthy are getting wealthier and wealthier, and you're sitting down there trying to muddle things get bad in this country, and people take offense to that, and it's easy advantage of that, and that's what Trump did. That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene does. She takes
Yep.
advantage of that feeling of, I'm losing my ass off down here. I ain't got nothing. But the difference
but
is
John,
we're not blaming it on what?
Yeah,
How
we're
the
not
hell could
blaming
you-
it on
how
them.
could- How could people vote her in? I mean, are they as wacky as she is, or what?
I think she ran
there's
unopposed.
There's a
If
lot of
I'm not
cucumber
mistaken, I think she ran unopposed in her district. So
See, there needs to be some serious psychological screening for these people.
yeah, at the voter box,
Really?
evidently.
Really?
I mean, before they ever get into
they
office,
just need
you
to
know.
say,
Because
I
long
think they
before-
need to come with straitjackets and say, okay, what do you believe? Straitjacket.
I remember watching her campaign ads long before this story. I was watching it when she was running for Congress. Go back and look at the videos. You'll find where I was talking about her. All of her videos involved a gun of one sort of another. She has one shot of her just pulling back that slide and putting one in the barrel and telling, don't bring your, what is it, your jihad in, well, or some shit.
Yeah,
that,
I remember
yeah,
that.
it was
Yeah.
bigoted statement, against anybody of
bullshit.
Muslim faith. Same way, like I said, she'd take out her AR-15 and shoot a bullet in the word socialism that was written on the hill up there. All
Hey, she wants
would
to
explode.
be intimidating.
I mean,
She
the
was
other
there to
day
take
she
it
wanted
down.
Them,
She's a nut
She
job.
wanted them to go put their hand on the Bible so they couldn't choose that to,
Yeah, I got
yeah,
news for
right.
everybody. You don't have to do it on the Bible. You can do it on a.
Yeah.
It's up
Right.
to you what you swear on to.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
it is.
religion is more important than your religion.
Well, of course
Right.
it is. It's only the true one, though.
You know, it's so funny
All the
because
rest of y'all,
if you
y'all
look at-
fucked up. Y'all got
if
the
you
wrong
look at
one.
people,
Only
look at-
mine.
look at people where they're raised. And of course, your religion is Hindu. If you're grown in America,
Yep.
It
it's
depends
Christianity,
on where you're.
Buddhism. I mean, look
Yeah.
at
You
the.
know what? You know what?
They
Robert,
all have
the thing is, though,
a story to sell.
well, see, the thing is, if anybody was raised in the evangelical church, in the Christian church, they're taught, well, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel. That's their message. So they're going to do that. But the thing is, these extremists will say, Christian nation, now we don't want anybody else. That's the only way to be. That's the reason why they act the way they do.
4,200 religions in this world. You can go out there and pick
Yeah.
whichever one you want.
Yep.
But you know what? You know what,
Freedom.
guys?
John, you know my
religion.
dog's under religion?
Ah,
None.
that's what mine said.
I'm proud of
None.
that.
None.
That's
I want
probably
to tell you
better
something,
now.
boys. I got to
Name,
tell you
rank. Name,
I
serial
don't-
number.
You know what? They're all
Yes,
basically.
Yes, the story is basically the same.
It's
For all
always,
of
you know,
them.
love your
Immaculate
brother, love your
birth,
neighbor, treat people the way you want them to be
there
treated.
was a
as you
flood.
yourself. You know,
Yeah, it's the basic tenets of a faith.
they all have the basic. They all have the basic.
Yes.
Right, basic tenets of the faith.
And because the basic message of all religions, if I'm not mistaken, is to lift one another up, to be kind to your neighbor, peace on earth, goodwill towards man. All that's what all the religions teach, basically. And ain't nobody out there supposed to be teaching, well, go kill that. That's what we end up with, because man takes a religion and perverts it for his own use.
Yeah.
I always say, regardless of what your position on us, you can go to the Bible, whether you're for a subject or against a subject, and you can find passages in there to support your view. Whether you're for the issue or against the issue, it doesn't matter. The book supports both causes. Neutral to everything, then, or not, has opposing or conflicting messages within the book itself. Set it up for that battle of, well, look at here, the Bible says this, and the other guy says, no, look, the Bible says this. But
Well,
man perverts religion. That's what happens. The basic
No, we just
crowd-
witnessed a man. We just witnessed a man use the Bible as a weapon.
Yes. As a
That's
prop.
what he did for himself to dictate to
He
people.
He used the book itself
That's what he
as a
did.
prop, and he used the religion to bully his way over.
Absolutely, he used it all for a
You know
profit.
what?
Well, the evangelicals want to
mind.
do away with the Johnson Amendment, which if I'm not mistaken, I
Right.
think they did, more or less. I can't remember right now. Anyway,
But they don't want to. They don't care if they hurt anybody in the process. Years ago, I was kicked out of the church. You know, when they found out about who I was, they kicked me out.
ain't that sad?
It is, and I was the organist there. I played piano, soloist. That didn't matter.
It
Real
didn't matter
religion should be in your
Look at
religion.
what they allow inside their religion.
Real religion should be in your heart, and you should keep it at home. And it doesn't matter what other
Well,
people think about you.
That's where That's where I've always been. It doesn't take a church, doesn't take a building.
Right.
It's supposed to be a personal relationship between you and whatever deity you hold.
Absolutely.
But other people take it as, well, no, I got to go out and save the world. So I'm here.
But when you use it as a tool and you use it to manipulate people,
that is what Ronald Reagan started and now has progressed to give us Donald Trump, is using that religious vote to argue that we are the moral side. And that's what the Republican, the idea that the Republicans are the patriots. We love our country. Nobody loves our country more. But we believe in the second God, guns and glory. We're going to protect our country. We love our country.
Yeah, why they put kids in cages, right? Lock up kids and separate them from their parents.
Everybody needs to get a sign at the front door. Like
they do the same thing with religion. That's how come they have the evangelical vote, is because, well, if you're evangelical, well, you've got to be a good conservative Christian here, and that's you got to vote for Republicans because that's what
they target.
We support the troops. Hey, it's a bumper sticker. Look at here. They'll screw your troops over, but we'll sell you this bumper sticker. That's what the Republican Party has always done. I have believed, and I have stood up from the early parts of my rants to stand up and say, no, that's not right. The Democratic Party needs to take back that title of patriot. We are the ones that have to come in and fix this shit every time. And we are the ones that are the real patriots that tend to all of the people. Every time a Republican comes in, they rob the coffers as much as they can to the rich people and the corporate and fiscal responsibility, and we can't afford all these socialist ideas you have. It's a constant cycle.
Hey, John.
And I'm old enough to recognize it. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you what the sign at my front door says?
What does the sign on the front door say?
No soliciting.
No.
We've already found God. We know who we're voting for. And unless you're giving away free beer, go.
Yeah. Keep waiting.
I had this kid show up one time. The free beer, but I want to talk to you. And I said, go away.
Go away. Did you not read the sign? What do you got, sir? See ya. Go on about your business. Lord, no. There's, young and just met. We had a small efficiency apartment anyway. Some guys knocked on our door. Nice guys, nice tie there and white shirt and all that. How you doing? I'm John. Well, y'all know me. I'm an extrovert. I'll talk to anybody. Marcia immediately bolted. I should have listened to her. We'd like to talk to you for a minute. Well, can we sit down? Well, yeah, go ahead, sit down. That's the biggest fucking mistake. Go ahead, sit down. Oh, no. I don't do that anymore. No. I'm not ashamed to say my religious beliefs.
The only guy I ever talked to coming towards me to spout religion was after the flood we had in 2014.
Right.
Flash flood we had.
Right.
With a bucket in his hand.
A bucket.
And he says, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm a Mennonite, and we want to come help you. And I said, you do? And he says, yeah. And I says, can you come and rip out all the carpeting in my flood?
I bet they did.
Goes, sure. Man, crew in here ripping it out.
Ain't that something? I've seen those people work, Mennonites. And they didn't ask for anything, did they?
Decent people.
They didn't ask for payment, did they?
And they had a pump, a real nice, brand new Honda pump.
Sometimes you look at people and you go, now that's what it's
They pumped out a house.
Hey, John.
Those are the kind of people make you feel good. Huh?
What you should do next time, John, is when you get visitors like that, just say, sure, I'll come outside with you and we'll have a joint together. How's that?
Yeah, here, spark this up. Go ahead. What do you got to say? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't do drugs.
There you go. Oh, they'll be talking.
I used to be messed up on drugs. Now I'm messed up on the Lord. What?
John, if everybody, they'll be thinking you're talking in tongues because you'll have so much fun.
I am talking in tongues. My buddy Keith donated $3 and said, John, in Texas, your words and views reach out past the bullshit. People in Texas need to hear the truth. Thank you, Keith, and I appreciate it. But until they pass that, he needed slapping, and some people need a whole lot of slapping. Can't get elected. I'm doomed.
Can you imagine, John? Can you imagine how wonderful the United States would be if we were all helping each other constantly?
Yes, I think about it often. Who was it? Jeff Bezos stepping down from Amazon now? He's stepping down as CEO. Yep, sitting in the seat.
Yeah, he other stuff.
Yeah, the space race.
Hey,
I guess.
John,
He wants to,
did,
him and
did
Elon
you
Musk
see-
and all them want to do the space race.
did you see Pete Buttigieg got sworn in? He's confirmed
Yes, I did.
as, transportation secretary.
He is first openly
Secretary-
gay Secretary of Transportation.
Ass backwards. Yeah,
And,
I said he got
Somebody
to be
else,
transportation as secretary. That didn't sound right. Secretary of Transportation.
no, he is the Department of Transportation. He is new.
Awesome.
Got the seat now. What a move from Mayor Pete to Secretary of Transportation. Not
They
bad.
even asked in the press
Not
briefing
bad.
today or they asked Jan Psaki about his confirmation, and she goes, "I'm sure you'll be hearing him from this podium soon."
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
God, I love her.
We are still having ourselves a ball when they go to the
Man.
press briefing. Travis is just over there like, this seems so unusual.
Oh, I'm giddy.
This
With
doesn't-
stuff-
Because you're
This
actually
doesn't
getting the
seem
truth.
like-
right? I know.
It's
I'm
the
like, I'm so
need to take joy in. The
Yeah.
press briefing
Well, you know
itself.
what?
I love
is
it.
I do too.
She is such a sweet lady.
Yeah.
She's so nice.
She
to
is on her
everybody.
toes
And
too.
to answer the question,
Mm.
hey, compare
Oh,
her
man.
to the other two assholes they had in there.
You mean the Cro-Magnon woman and
Yeah.
and
no,
then
man.
Haley
It's like
McEnany?
comparing Einstein to Pee Wee Herman. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the difference between the two of them. You know, I mean,
Well,
she's got
that's-
brains. She can answer questions. She
There's
doesn't
a lot
deflect.
of that going
She
on.
has conversation with people.
I'm
She
sorry,
talks to them.
I just call Sarah Huckabee Cro-Magnon because if that eyebrow just went over a little bit more, she'd be pretty much there.
Sarah Huckabee. Sarah Suckabee. She's the biggest. We were
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
she
that.
wants to run for governor in what is it, Arkansas?
Yeah, she's going to
Oh
run
my
for
God.
governor in
Mad,
Arkansas.
me mad at the face.
I
stand.
can't wait for the political ads to come out against her. Just
Oh, boy.
just rerunning stuff from when she was at the podium as press secretary. Just run
Me
some of
mad,
that
you're
and say,
fake.
really, does
I'm
Arkansas
you
want that
governor of
big a
you.
liar?
I'm governor of you.
Yeah, and nobody
Bow down
tops
and kiss my ring.
Kelly McEnany when they found her, or whatever her name is, Kelly McEnany.
Kelly McEnany.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
Kelly.
she's just an outright. I don't give a
I
shit.
couldn't
I'm
stand
lying,
her.
and
I
I don't
thought
give a
her-
shit if
Yeah,
y'all
where does
like
she
it or
work
not.
now, Fox?
Yeah,
She's just she was just a deflection, something to look at.
that's it.
That was it.
She just came out there to make statements.
It's
That
That
was it.
usually
Yeah,
aggressively
yeah.
tough.
The super
Who
fascist
was that?
blonde, you know.
Well, who
It's
was
like-
that said?
I
If
am.
you look at her, then she looked like who was it? I think it was Bernadette that said she looked like the Crypt Keeper.
No, that's
Oh, my God.
oh, that's not. Yeah,
That's the other
Kellyanne
guy.
Conway.
Kellyanne
Ah.
Conway.
Yeah,
Conway.
Kellyanne Conway. That's the one I tell you you're talking about. She's
Go
a
down
witch.
memory
That's
lane
it's
of
so
all the
funny to see all these
scumbags
people
that
turn
work for
on
this
Trump now, like-
administration, man. I'm telling you, the list would be
Because
long.
Kelly turned on them. They all turned on him now, going, "Oh well, we shouldn't have gone along with this," you know.
You know, when I always tried to think of a name for.
Post a
while I
picture
was
of her
doing it.
daughter. Didn't she post a
Yeah.
naked picture of her own daughter?
Yeah.
That rumor
Oh,
has
I
it-
didn't see it, but I heard
I
the
didn't do
story.
it. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go look. I don't wanna see.
know.
She apparently
went and looked. I couldn't
your own
find it.
kid. That's not good. You exploit your own kid and put a naked picture of your own
the funny
daughter on the
thing is,
internet.
it's like I
Ooh.
said, I always tried to find a name for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. When she came out, I called her Witchy, and then after a while, I started looking at her and was like, "Man, you are just like out there, and you're like totally out there, like a knuckle dragger." So that's why I started calling her Cro-Magnon.
Cro-Magnon.
How many did we have? We had like what, 3 or 4 press secretaries?
You had
We
Sean
had
Spicer, and then you had Sarah Huckabee,
Sarah Huckabee
and then
Sanders.
you had
then you had
The
the,
one that never gave a press conference.
Kellyanne.
the other guy that
Oh,
was
wait,
going
wait,
to take over.
we're forgetting what's his name?
Yeah.
You're forgetting
Scaramucci.
Scaramucci.
Yeah.
And
Hey, he's
then-
press secretary
yeah.
for what? 3 days, 4 days, 11 days,
Yeah,
something like
No,
that.
he was He was head of the
He was 11.
communications.
Oh, I'm
Or
sorry.
whatever.
I'm sorry. He wasn't press secretary.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Well, he was out there. He was at the podium.
Secretary.
But there was one before.
McEnany.
Yeah, that never gave a press conference.
Yeah, she never gave a press
That's the one I
conference, but
can't
she
remember the
talked a
name
big
of
game.
because she never came out anyway. It's just
Yeah, she never came out.
I
She
can't
just,
remember it either.
what's up?
Well, we
Nothing.
haven't had press conferences for the last 6 months, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Now we're having them every day.
Every day. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
And they're long.
Can you handle?
I'm
can you
still
handle
enjoying
that,
my
Robert?
ride to town. I'm not, my whole, as Joe Biden was inaugurated, things have slowed down in my life. I'm a little more relaxed. A lot of shit to
Good.
do every day and all that crap, but I'm not up and pissed off constantly about what that orange asshole is doing to our country every day, because I know he is a mute point right now. He's in his golden showers, I guess. I could
Because
give
you're
a
not
shit
waking up
less.
to another crime every day.
And the only,
not like you have to
interest
wake
I
up-
have now
Yeah,
is
crime.
the entertainment I find out of the Republican Party fight amongst themselves. I want to
Yep.
see who's gonna come out on this. I'm looking forward to seeing the trial of the
Well, me too.
impeached asshole. I want to watch Republicans stand. If they don't take Marjorie Taylor Greene off the committee and let's bring this to the House floor, I am going to revel in the fact of watching Republican congressmen stand up, and I want to see you
Yeah.
stand up and defend her shit. Every time they do that, you need to be paying attention to that.
Oh, yeah. No, the world is watching right
the
now.
world
the
is
entire
watching, and we
world
need
is
to
watching
be.
what we're going to do.
That's I'm not saying that you have to, like me. I've always had an interest in politics, but we need to know what's going on. It's part of our responsibility as a citizen of the society. When yet you go into a voting booth, it's not just looking at the clock and decide, okay, that guy. Know who you're voting for. Know what the issues are on the basic levels at least.
knowing it, know if they're a crackpot or not.
And look at the candidates. If you see a crackpot cucumber, run. Don't go near them.
I saw that.
But
from
it's
the
our
time that
responsibility
Trump
to
came
do
down the
this.
escalator. I knew that from the time I saw John.
Yes.
And thank God I didn't vote for him. Duped by the idiot.
See, right now, the entire world is going to be watching the Senate hearings for accountability and to see what we do.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin needs a
And if we don't do the right thing,
honorable
the
mention
United States,
somehow.
to keep its head up, the United States has to convict Trump for what he did. And they
for
have to
us-
do it in front of the world.
They have to, yeah.
For us to
Because the
hold on,
world is
Don't
if
bring up
we do
Sarah
not
Palin. She's
convict-
going to in a year or two.
the Republican Party is going to come back with more of this shit. If he gets off on this shit, we know where the Republican Party is going, and it's not in the way of democracy, baby. It's in the way of installing a king somehow. I don't trust him anymore. I don't want to reach across the aisle. Earn our respect again. That's what I want. Show me. Don't tell me shit. If you're not willing, you come in with $600 billion, really, out of 1.9. Really, that's not even a third of the way there, brother. You're not trying. You're just trying to make a statement of some shit. Look, they're not willing to work with us. Kiss off with your sad sob story. I just,
Well,
take
that's
it down
like
and
their thing
go
today.
say-
That's like that thing today when they were trying to. I can't remember the guy's name. He's going for secretary of whatever. The Nuriel, the Hispanic fella.
Oh, Gomez?
Yeah.
Gomez.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
Homeland
Gomez.
Security.
No, and for the security, and Mitch McConnell comes up and goes, "Well, I'm not going to vote for him. I'm going to say it's a flat out no, because he's done different things, and he's done this, and he's done that, and he's done this."
About
What
giving
have
away
you
green
guys
cards.
done in a lot of shit?
They didn't have
Like, he
anything
held
confirmed through the
accountable
Senate. Everybody in that administration was acting this, acting that. He got rid of them like toilet
Yep,
paper.
yeah.
He'd blow his
He
nose
goes,
on them,
this
get rid of
person
them, and get
acting,
somebody
that
else.
person acting.
Gomez,
Get this person out, go that person out. It's like, come on now.
Gomez
At least
was
he's
one of the
trying to
guys.
put
Where,
people in.
What, Robert? Go ahead.
Gomez, if I get this right, was one of the guys that was laying on the floor when the Capitol got raided, and he was hiding for his
it
life.
wasn't him. It was somebody else that says.
Oh, well, I saw the guy that brought up the resolution. That guy's name is Gomez against the blonde, right?
Against the cucumber lady, Marjorie
Yeah,
Taylor
against the
Greene.
cucumber lady. He's the one that presented the resolution to have her removed from all those.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, this wasn't. This isn't. It wasn't that.
You
It was,
know-
or she. This was a removal for. They're picking him either for the Secretary of State.
Hey,
I don't know.
news
Yeah, we're talking
flash.
about. News flash.
Mayorkas was confirmed as Secretary of Homeland
Mayorkas,
Security.
there you go.
Mayorkas. That's the name. That's the name
Sorry,
I could
that's
not
the name I
remember.
was trying to think of.
Yeah,
Good.
Mayorkas. He's
Now, see,
You know
they
what?
voted against him because even Mitch McConnell said, "I'm going to vote against him because he's
the
done this and
Republicans
he's
are going
done
to do
that,
everything
and
they
he's
can to
done
stall
this,
and delay. That's
and
what they're
he's
going to
done
do.
that." And it's like, I wished Schumer would. Okay, he's done this and he's done that, but what did you guys do for 4 freaking years when you let an asshole run our country?
I don't even
Hey,
want
you
to
know what,
debate the
John?
issue with them. I just want to run over their ass.
You know what, John? I'm wondering how
Hey,
many
John.
Republicans. I'm wondering how many Republicans actually were laying on the floor when that Capitol was raided. The same ones that are rooting for, that they thought that the election should have been overturned.
Hell,
How many of them were laying on the floor and they were afraid for their life?
and still voted against
Right.
accepting these are the cowards. These are the treasonous assholes that even after they came back
John?
in and denied. Yes, Sparky.
I got the vote count for Mayorkas. It was 56 to 43.
56
6
to 43.
Republicans: Susan Collins, Mitt Romney, Dan Sullivan, Shelley Moore Capito, Lisa Murkowski, and Rob Portman.
We are
joined
going
Democrats.
to, and Rob Portman ain't coming back. He's already Ohio. He's already said he's out. He ain't coming back.
Yeah.
This is the divide in the Republican Party, and that's how come we can see that this trial coming up is going to have a trouble to get a conviction. The evidence is going to be shown, and I believe it will overwhelmingly show
Absolutely.
his guilt, and it's going to force the Republicans to again abandon their oath and vote to acquit him. And again, it worsens the stain on our democracy. It worsens the stain because like
If
they say,
do that
this
in
is
front of
not.
the world,
Yeah,
they do that in front of the world, there's going to be repercussions. The world is watching.
everybody's
everybody's
watching.
watching.
Everybody's
They'll
watching.
think they'll think, don't we have any justice anymore in the United States or what?
That's what they're going to say. That's exactly what the rest of the world is
Exactly
going
what
to
they're
say.
going to say.
They're going to say if the
And then
United States
everybody's
doesn't
gonna say,
do what
"Wow,
they're talking about, they can't.
How can we go to
blah,
another
blah.
country and if this is allowed to pass?
Right.
Because
Yeah. And-
how
and
can we
take
go to another
somebody out of
country and
office.
demand about fair elections
Yeah.
in another country if we can't take care of that shit here? But
I mean, if
worse,
you
perpetuate the lie to the minions that the election was stolen, that Donald Trump really won the election, and that the Democrats all cheated and stole the election. It's going to perpetuate that same lie. This whole ball of shit.
He's still
got
trying to
say.
perpetuate that same lie.
It
He's
is
still
his only
trying.
power.
Yeah.
Even if he can't be elected president, he wants to be kingmaker. He
And
wants
that's
to be
the
in
thing.
charge.
If they're gonna say, well, we can't even like you said, John. If they can't even do that in their own country and convict a guy that has done this, then they don't need to be stepping into other countries and saying, hey, we'll
Right.
throw you out because
Yeah.
of this and that.
Because America, if you got to walk the walk. If you're not
Yeah.
going to do it, don't tell us what to
And
do.
Yep.
Right, because they won't respect us when they see what we're doing. Like,
Absolutely
he
not.
got
Yeah,
arrested.
that's him. Whoa, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, are we a country of law and order, really? Everybody that just attacked the Capitol, all the politicians included, need to go to prison. Every one of them.
Every one of them, and that's it's
Either that or
if this
expulsion,
is not-
and that's,
if-
they
if
need
this
to
is-
be shut.
or they'll be
Right,
doing
because-
it again.
You got
That's
to make
the
an
problem.
example out of
If
it.
you do not
gotta be made an
convict,
example of.
this is going to be a reoccurring theme, because the Republicans, all they know is they have to go out there and rile up the masses and get them up there with Pit by Steel. That's what they that's if they want to incite that crowd. As long as they can get elected. And if it works for them, why
Well,
not?
the
Why not do that? Fuck America. Fuck all this democracy shit. If we take power, then we do things the way we want to. That's the way their game is.
Well, that's why the Democrats need to really stress during the trial and show those videos, man. Don't hesitate to show those videos. Because I remember when it started to happen, I'm thinking, where the hell are the cops? Where's the
Yeah, it
security?
took a long time for security to show up.
Yeah,
That-
so
There
who's
was a-
behind that?
there
I think
is a
somebody-
There was a letter.
I actually
Yeah.
watched a video on that today. They said the White House, what was going on, they didn't step in.
There was a letter. released the day before, like on the 4th, that had all kinds of security warnings and issues in it and everything. And apparently all this stuff was just ignored. You know, so there again, there was a lot of inside people that just allowed this to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
There were
and they
people
perpetuated
giving
it and with the
tours.
match. So
You know.
there again, when all the evidence comes out in front of the world and the world's going, that guy is guilty. He's just straight up guilty.
In my book, all of them that came back into that chamber and voted to not accept the vote, the Electoral College, every one of them did with forethought. You know, it's a crime. They knew better. Even after what they saw, they sided with the insurrectionists.
And they had clear intent. They had clear intent.
And
they
the
had
Constitution
intent.
clearly says that if you're part of it, if you're an enemy of the state, you can't hold office. I think every one of them should be thrown out of office, including mine,
Absolutely.
Michael Cloud, District
Absolutely.
27 in Texas.
Man, why are the laws written if they're not
Yeah.
going to enforce it? For God's sake.
16 Texas
Okay.
congressmen, 16 and one senator voted
Wow.
against accepting the Electoral College. That disgraces my state. And what are we supposed to do with that? You know, we remember who they are. That in my
I tell
district
you
where
what,
I live,
John.
I know who I'm going to work my damnedest to get out of office. So that's my jerk-ass traitor Cloud.
Well,
I want him
you know
gone.
what,
I want him
John?
out of
What they
office.
had to
He's
do
not worthy.
when the campaigns start, they had to put that front and center on the campaign and constantly hit the people.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I will
you know,
on this show.
because
When
here's the traitors, and they want
he comes up in 22. He comes up next year. So the campaign, the way politics goes, campaign will start early, and I'll be talking about it on my show. If Eric Olguin runs or whoever runs against him, I'm going to try to get in touch with and promote. Yeah, I want to be in this fight because this is my district. This is my state I'm worried about. Same way we should all be worried about our state, our city, our districts. And
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of
that.
seats coming up, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's elections all the time. There's elections every fucking year somewhere. And a lot of things are on the ballot that impact your town, your district, your state. And like I said, you don't have to dig through every word of something, but familiarize yourself with issues. And then vote your heart, baby. And not, you know, in my opinion, the world gets better. Man, my tongue.
I was just going to
I
ask
go
you
for a
that.
second
Your
or
tongue's doing
two.
pretty good there, John.
No, my mouth keeps watering up constantly. My tongue is watering. So I'm trying to talk, and just a few seconds later here, I got a mouthful of something I got to swallow. So it's not, and besides that, every time I swallow, it hurts when I swallow. So, you know.
Oh.
Well, it's going to take a few days, John, to
Yeah,
heal
it was a
up.
bad one. It slammed my tongue right between the teeth. So,
Wow.
man, you know, it really
She loves you so much you didn't realize.
She did. She
Yeah.
does. She apologized. She said, "I'm sorry, Daddy," and I forgave her immediately. That's the way love works, baby.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, my
sweet-
dog has a really hard head too. I got to be careful she doesn't
Oh
smack
man, this
me.
girl she is active too. She's like bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. I should have named her Tigger. She bounces constantly. We going outside? Look, going outside. You know, it's like, shit. Yeah, as long as you settle down, I can get a leash on your ass. We'll go outside.
Yeah, settle, sit,
But
shut, stop,
she
sit,
is
stop,
so
there, there, there.
sweet. I
That's
just
how
love
my
her dearly.
sister-in-law's little Shih Tzu was. I
Yeah.
try to put the, you know, when I was watching her, I go to take her for a walk, and she's jumping all over. I say, settle down. I got to get the thing on the hook, you know. Oh my God! And then if she didn't have her hair cut yet, trying to find out where it is, you know, my sister-in-law would leave
Getting medical
the
advice.
collar
Daddy.
on her. Yeah. And I had, oh, where is that loop so I can put it in? She's jumping around because she's
Oh,
excited.
Lord.
She wants to go out walking.
Yeah, that's the way Vicky is. She sees the leash come out and she starts jumping up and down like,
Oh.
let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's how Mark is. It's like I go, he's the first one in the door. Like, okay, here's your tennis shoes. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
Thank God I live on a ranch. They just run free.
yeah.
And they show up at my door at 5 o'clock every night and they eat dinner and then they go home at midnight. They're actually my
I got it sectioned off. I got, you know, because I got a big part up here that, you know, and I'm not saying a pasture because it's not a pasture. It's my big freaking front part of my property. That's donkey. That's Jenny's territory. And then
Right.
fenced off from there is what we call the dog yard, which has a separate set of steps up to a patio that has the dog door. So the doggy door, so they can go in and out of the house and down into the dog yard anytime they want. But that's called
the tiptoe through the tulips, right?
And my cat actually opens my door. Like my cat opens the door and shuts it by herself, which is very cool.
Well,
I wish I could
Go ahead.
I wish I could teach my dog to close the sliding glass door when he comes in. But
Pushes it open, and then when she wants in, or pulls it open when she wants out.
Grady sticks his nose up underneath the handle and pushes it.
We have 2 kittens.
I wish I could get Mork to bring me a beer. Then that way I didn't have to get out.
that haven't been around for 2 days. We haven't seen the kittens in 2 days. Oh Lord, what happened to the kittens? And we've been hunting all over the place out there. Can't find them, and so it was.
They disappear quick. You got to watch kittens.
This morning they showed up on the porch. My first thought was, where the fuck y'all been? God damn it, they've been all over the place. No. I was like, oh, look at that, the babies is back. I told my first thing she got up, she walked out there. I said, we got babies. The babies are back? Yep, they're on the porch. So that's who we have owls. That's who we owls? We have owls. Are you shitting me? That's what we worry about more than anything is the owls when the kittens go down the stairs. We prefer they stay up on the porch until they get big enough to run faster.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
because anything that's small, man, owls will eat anything that's small.
We have a lot of owls out here.
Yeah.
So and hawks. We have this is a migratory path for hawks. As a matter of fact, just down the road, there's a local county park that is known that people go there from the world over to watch the hawks as they migrate through here. And so it's a big thing down there that they have. So. But we have a wide variety right here on the Gulf Coast. Bird traffic going back and forth.
So talking about hawks, right? I was outside, and it was kind of a sad story, but I was feeding chipmunks on my porch out here. I was sitting on I'm on my trailer porch, and I'm throwing peanuts out. The chipmunks are coming up and they're eating, and all of a sudden this hawk flies over my head and grabs a chipmunk right in front of me.
That
and I was like, oh shit! I was like, whoa. And I was like, oh,
circle of life. But you don't have to do it right in front of me.
I know. I set the chipmunk up for dinner for a hawk. I was like, oh, no, I didn't even see him coming.
I was kayaking down the river one day just peacefully along, and there was this bird that was just flying, coming over my shoulder, flying down the river. And when I saw him, my eye attracted. I was up there just watching him fly down the river, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this other bird. It was a hawk. And I mean, hit that other bird like nothing but feathers flew, and he just flew. Shit! I was like, damn.
Oh, that fight was over quick.
I see that all the time around my place.
Man,
the hawks here.
They don't understand that this is a sanctuary around here. Everybody gets along here. Nobody eats anybody else around here. That's the deal. We'll feed your ass if you're hungry. So, anyway, I guess it's about time I said goodnight. While I can still talk, it's really hurting me. I'm gonna have to do some salt water or something. I can
cut it off a little earlier.
I can feel
take care of your mouth.
Yeah, I can feel the cut on my tongue. That ain't good.
You got any Orajel, anything like that?
Jeez, I don't know.
Orajel will numb it up for you. You have a little Orajel.
You just have to watch you don't bite your tongue again, though.
Yeah,
you can keep drinking whiskey until you don't feel anything.
I'm being real cautious about that because I tried to eat earlier and I almost bit my tongue. And it's sort of like when you're working on construction and you hit your hammer, your thumb with your hammer.
Yeah.
You can bend your ass if you keep working.
Well, the other one don't.
It's a target now. Every time you swing that hammer, it's going to hit that freaking thumb. It ain't going for the nail no more. It's hitting that thumb.
Just remember, John, don't cut your hand. I was doing that one time. When I was in the textile mill. I was cutting the fabric, and I was distracted. I was talking to the other worker. Next thing, right into my hand. I'm like, holy shit! And
complacency kills. That's what my thought in my head the whole time I worked on aircraft was, you get used to doing something over and over and over, you're going to get your ass killed. You're not paying attention. There's one billboard, or not billboard, but a safety sign out in my hangar out in California. Old Salt sitting up on a cloud, got wings up there. Navy guy talking to the other Navy aviator there, and he's saying, yeah, I flew for 20 years. I only had one accident. Yeah, it's the one that gets you.
One's all it takes.
Yes, one's all it takes, brother.
Usually.
Yep. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight and joining us here Johnny Five, we appreciate it all the time. Anytime you're in the room, we appreciate it, brother. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir.
And Robert,
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you was here, representing Oregon out there. Still wearing your thing there, brother.
Yeah, thank God it's not snowing right this minute. It all melted, so I got to go shopping.
Well, there you go. Pick up supplies.
I don't want to get locked in that trailer in the snow and have no supplies. No. That would be bad.
Sand. I love sand. Snow, not too good. Anyway, Robert, take care.
Thank you, John. Thank you, brother. Sir. Yes, man.
All right, and Sparky.
Just waiting for the next rainstorm.
Waiting on the next rainstorm. Well, brother, I'm glad you came in and joined us. I'm going to try to make the hollow tree on Friday.
I want to tell you something about the hollow tree I got back in my backyard out in the pasture.
What in the hell you got in your tree?
Big old dead.
I've seen it.
Got a couple platforms on it. The damn geese have been coming out there.
Oh, no shit.
And there's a couple of them that go up and roost in that damn tree every once in a while, they honk like crazy. And
Brady going nuts?
It's funny to watch. They're Canadian geese, and they just honk at each other.
Boy, howdy shit. They're having conversation. What does Brady think about them?
Oh, he doesn't pay much attention to them because there could be like 50 of them in the field out there. They're all
damn.
They're all like what do you call them?
Geese.
They're Canadian geese.
Yeah.
Canadian geese that never go anywhere.
Yeah.
They've adopted this country as their own because there's a big old pond and they just don't ever go anywhere. They're here year round. They're here year round and they mate. And up in Redding, there was a place I used to go to. They come in up there around this building and they just run around the building and there'd be goose shit everywhere because the river was right there.
Oh shit! Yep, wherever they go.
And people used to feed them at this local park in there in Redding. They don't go anywhere now. They don't migrate. They don't do anything. They just stay right here.
They know a good thing when they got it.
They know where they're protected now too.
Yeah, it's a nice, comfortable life. Don't move. Anyway, Spark, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it. And TW, out in Colorado, brother, we appreciate you stopping by and having a little conversation here with us. Always. Man, that hurts. I'm sorry, people. Anyway.
A little more whiskey and a lot of Cavendish.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Whatever knocks you and put your sails up. Anyway. I noticed Travis said he will be posting the high definition version of the show. I want to apologize to everybody tonight.
You mean we're only in standard definition?
Hell no, the thing over there is still
shit quality. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're at shit quality.
The little square over there goes from yellow to red. Occasionally it'll go green for a second and then go right back to yellow, red. And so I know our video has sucked.
For everybody who put up with this shit the entire show, I don't know
how
we
threw my game off.
Yeah, well, everybody was barely able to hear anything, so y'all sticking with each other in the chat. You know, y'all are the best. I'm so sorry. This was out of my control.
I can hear you good, Travis.
Yeah,
I can hear you good.
Yeah, well, anyway, so yes, I will be re-uploading this episode as soon as we're done here, and yeah. So for everybody who had to bail out because they couldn't hear it, totally get it, understand. We'll get that to you as soon as we can. So
that outstanding. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank our YouTube family, our Facebook family, our Periscope family for putting up with us this night with our internet being screwed up. I'm going to have to call the company and tell them to fix that shit. So maybe the next time we'll come back, which will be on Thursday. So we'll have tomorrow. So me and Clyde will be down in the shop. We'll go through our hump day, our midday rant there, and then we'll be back here on Thursday, hopefully with a better internet and a better picture to be able to have a show worth watching. And take care of yourselves. The pandemic is still here, baby, and it ain't getting no better. So wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay the hell away from nasty-ass people.